what is the best strategy? Buy stocks or pay off existing debt? Well, Pravin, we had a conversation not too long ago on here, and you had said the goal was pay off debt. So if my goal is to pay off debt, but now I'm wondering, should I buy stocks? What we have now is an issue of values and beliefs are getting either influenced by money, potentially. So let's talk about it. Let's do this. We've got some things that are happening in the world today. Are they not? Are there not a lot of things happening in the world today that if you turn the TV on, it's like immediate stress and worry and fear? That's because you have to understand the marketing behind the television. So remember, TV, television, cable, the word television is telling you a lie in the form of a vision. Hence the word television, tell, lie, vision. It's telling you a lie in the form of a vision. You need to understand that. You have to understand that there are like two realities almost happening at the same time, and they're constantly competing with each other. Okay, it's simply good and evil happening at the same time. Think of it that way. And they're competing with each other at the same time, all day, every day. Ultimately, one wants the best thing for you, for your life. The other wants to take all the good things out of your life, create stress, put you in slavery, put you in bondage. Do we all agree with that? Comment below, yes or no. Are we on the same page in that regard, that there's two things happening at the same time? There's good and there's evil. And you've got the good side, just trying to give you everything that you need in life to operate the best way possible, for you to have a joyful, abundant, cheerful life. And then there's evil, that is trying to convince you that this is the best thing for your life. One of those areas that we deal with in this community and in my channel and in my practice, we're dealing with money. Money is a resource that's required in both realities. So you got the good and you got the evil. And money is required in both. Now the key to staying over here and to have your money shift to this side is you need to know what your values are, Mr. Pravin, and what your beliefs are. I would rather spend more time here than asking the question, where does this money make more money? So this question, these are distractions and manipulation. So you got distractive, manipulative questions that exist. What are some of these questions when presented in your thought process after something good already occurred? See, that's the thing. My challenge to Pravin here, I'm not calling him out. That's not what's happening here. What I'm simply identifying is that something good happened, and those of you can go back and we can look at the evidence and we can watch it and observe what occurred in that good dialogue, in that good transaction of thoughts. For the most part, if you watch that video, if you go back and you watch the dialogue Pravin and I had, we went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We were answering questions, we were getting the facts, we were getting the numbers. We were very, and coming out of his own words, want to pay off debt. Right? This is where I want to be. The problem with that though is, and I don't even want to just say the evil side, because it could be good as well. That's sometimes the distraction, the manipulative part, is you can make math do whatever you want it to do to solve your own emotional beliefs in that moment. So your emotions are fleeting. Today, I feel like having Sprite, tomorrow Coke. My belief about carbonated drinks are this: they're toxic, they're no good for you, I should stick to water. That's a core belief and value. The moment I drink a Sprite or I drink a Coke at a party, emotions dictated that transaction in that moment. That'll cost me time off my life. Let's just say it was that serious, okay? and you still made the move. That means my beliefs and values in that moment when tested was not strong enough. Therefore, I broke. You can correlate this to anything in your life. I broke, I committed a sin. I broke, I got back on that bad habit. I broke, I spent the money here instead of doing what Denzel told me to do, pay off that debt here. In fact, I went over here and tried to buy crypto. Always happens. You just need to know when it happens so that we can start to break that cycle. And that's what this is all about. This dialogue that we have here, that's what coaching is all about when we work together, is me being able to identify, oh, look what just happened. Oh, isn't that so interesting, Pravin? Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Presenting me with a question here. And when we ask it, it's like, it just, boom, it just kind of happened. But when I see the questions that you all send me, especially if I have a relationship with you, because I'm not just somebody that you talk to. I'm somebody that when you talk to me, I'm gathering evidence, historical data on you. I'm taking notes. I'm listening to your speech patterns. I'm listening to your emotions, when you go high, when you go low, when I ask a question, when you get emotional, when you cry, when you're sort of not there in the moment, you're spacing out. Oh, I just caught you back in. Okay, that attract, boom, boom, boom. This is the type of conversations, like I'm just notes, notes, notes. And then I see you again and you do a second thing, a third thing, the same exact way. I'm like, ooh, pattern. That's a pattern I'm gonna have to break for them, or I'm gonna have to reveal a potential pattern. So this is only my second interaction with Pravin. But if you go back and you watch the video, the amount of time we spent together is equal to you having 3 or 4 interactions with your friends before they actually get to know you. Whereas when we're conversing together, you and I are building relationships that would take 4 to 5 interactions to get to the core values and beliefs, the emotions that you have, because you're now in a vulnerable place. I'm not judging you. You've got trust in me. And you know I want the best for you because of the things that I present to you guys, the amount of time that I put into it to want to see you succeed. So you already know, like, okay, like this guy's not effing around. Like, he really wants to see me win. Let me take this into consideration as constructive feedback. That question for you in this context, I think, is a manipulative, distractive question that is coming from fear, that for some reason, him paying off debt won't be enough. But mathematically, we proved that it was way more than enough. And especially the time frame to get it done in is amazing. If we actually spent a little more time looking at the time frame for him to wipe out all the debt that we were, talking about, it's going to be amazing results for him. But now let's look at the world. What's going on? Tariffs, right? Every single news channel's talking about it. Every YouTube channel, every financial guru right now that's on YouTube, except me, and maybe a few others, are talking about tariffs. I think it's a major distraction, but it does have implications on your life. It forces us to ask questions like, wait a minute. Okay, we got these tariffs coming in. Stock market just went down tremendously. My 401k is taking a beating, maybe. My investments are taking a beating. Should I be buying stocks? Should I stop paying off debt and buy stocks now? Every guru out there is like, hey, the most amount of millionaires get created in down markets. Okay, that's true. Is those facts, those opportunities, let's even call it, like when the stock market goes down, when there's a change in administration, when there's new laws that are written, new tariffs being put out, when these things happen, are they truly an opportunity for your household because you've been prepping for 5 years, since 2020? You've seen this coming? Or is it a knee-jerk reaction for you? Is it a knee-jerk reaction? Oh my God, my account just went down. Should I buy more? Should I sell off? I don't know what to do. Meanwhile, let's just say we had 5, 7 phone calls and we built a whole game plan. Why is that external thing now interrupting this game plan? Why do we think that me going over here now, changing up instead of staying right where I'm at? Why is that? Is it because money is influencing our values and beliefs? Or is our values and beliefs lining up with an opportunity that our money could maximize and optimize and create more efficiency? It's one or the other. It can't be both. So it's either your values and beliefs are in alignment with what's going on in the world today because you were preparing for it. It's totally different. And I've got clients that have been preparing since 2020. We got out of debt during COVID. Things were shut down, so we weren't spending, or we were spending less. That was the immediate opportunity for many of you to make structural changes in your cost of living. Like, that was the most amazing opportunity during COVID to literally change the way you shop, change your lifestyle expenses up. It was a tremendous opportunity to be intentional with the way you live your life. Many of you took advantage of that opportunity, and you're doing so good right now. And God bless you, because you are about to be rewarded for the last 4 or 5 years of all that work we put in, paying off debt, getting our credit right, increasing cash flow, getting a promotion at the job, fixing our tax strategies, purchasing life insurance, getting the protective measures in place. Like, oh my goodness, some of you in this room are so prepared for what's about to happen in this Trump economy. Like, God bless you because of you getting your values and beliefs in check. I promise you, a lot of money is going to be made for you in the next 4 years of Trump's administration. Like, I'm that convinced. When you look at what's happening right now, it's been said for so many years. This goes back even back in like 2018, like when Trump first got in. Everybody thought around that time that the global reset was going to occur under Trump. Pretty much, it didn't happen. So we're now entering a season where we just might see the global reset. And I would love for you all to do research on YouTube. You can look it up, like the global reset. What is the global reset? What is it? What is it? And you can look back at the oldest videos of some of the first content creators just talking or information about global reset. And you pay attention to that, because it's actually very, very beneficial. See, there's information out there that's very, very helpful to our core values and beliefs. When we're building our values and beliefs, do not allow any outside influence or society to determine your values and beliefs, okay? Because we want to be convicted in these things, values and beliefs. So let me give you some. I believe Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. I have a creator. I have a Father in heaven that knows who I am, that knows my purpose, has a will, a desire over my life. And if I build a personal relationship with my Father in heaven, then I'm going to receive a holy divine mission over my life that would make my life beneficial, that would make it good, that would make it of worthy, that would make it valuable. So my core beliefs are rooted in that. Then I start to build around this. My next value and belief is that money or wealth is a provision. Money, wealth is a resource that I am to use to develop and proceed in accomplishing my purpose in life. Wealth, money, is abundant, available, and when I am operating in my purpose, when I know who I am and who I belong to, when I understand these things, I am able to create money, literally create wealth, and then apply that money to the areas in my life that would allow me to live out my purpose even more. So notice how these core values and beliefs hasn't even gone into velocity banking, infinite banking, investing in the stock market, crypto. Like, it hasn't even gotten there yet. And that's where I want you guys to like really spend time on building these core fundamental beliefs, what you believe is true about money and wealth, power, authority, all of it. And then when you're operating your skills, gifts, and talents, you're working in society, you make money. Where's that money going? Hence, 4 major numbers, right? We've got to know our 4 major numbers. Where's our money going? And how can we begin to redirect cash flow to your values and beliefs? And then what's going to happen is we're going to discover different financial products, vehicles, investments, and business. We're going to discover things that line up with the values and beliefs. And your values and beliefs line up with the financial product, regardless of this, regardless of rate of return. And then you'll find yourself no longer asking this or that questions. This or that questions, anytime you ask yourself a this or that question, you might be compromising your values and beliefs. Think of it that way. Why am I asking this or that when I could be asking this and? Is there a way to get this and that? You ever ask yourself that? Too many of us are fighting versus games. We're playing too many versus this versus that game when it comes to your money. Should I put my money with this company or that company? Well, first of all, do you even like either of the two? Does either of the two line up with your values and beliefs? And if they do, then you ask, how do I get this and that? Think of it that way. I think you're going to put yourself in a very, very strong, confident financial position. And when it comes to your basis, where you're coming from, where you've been, and where you want to go, then you're going to identify, okay, before I do this or that or this and that, I need my foundation secured. For many of you in this room, your foundation is becoming debt-free. For many of you, in order for you to see clearly the next paths for you to take, you might have to remove debt. You might have to release some things, let go of something, so that you can have clear vision, clear clarity. So, Pravin, I hope that helps.